Nipple.
Nipple McNeese is heading to the 2024 March Madness Final Four. Welcome back to I'd Have a Beer. The I'd Have a Beer podcast is presented by Iron Soul. Go check them out. All their information will be in the bio below. New episodes out each week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube. And Mike, tell them what to do.
Slam those buttons.
We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and we need your help. We're growing. Share this episode with a friend and hit the follow on all of our social media at IHAB Podcast. Mike, tell the peeps what's coming up.
Ooh, you know what it is. I don't know where you live, Manny, but where I live, it's March Madness. Okay? This is the special episode, March Madness premiere, where Manny Motz and Mikey Bugatti are going to give you the perfect bracket. And we're going to give you everything you need to know about March Madness before the madness begins. Okay?
Damn straight.
Before the madness begins, there's two things you need to do. Sit down, turn on I'd Have a Beer, and get it started by opening up your beer.
All right, boom. We got the bracket up. What do we got?
All right, here we go. Listen, Warren Buffett's got that $1 billion bounty. Have you heard of this? He does this every year, Manny?
I'm guessing if someone has a perfect bracket, he's going to pay them
$1 billion. He says every
$1
year.
billion.
$1 billion. No one's ever gotten it. It's like 1 in 17 quintillionth possible. You can't even. You'd have a better shot at making the NBA. You would have a better shot at making the NBA.
Making it into the NBA. What's the farthest you've ever gone with one of these?
Getting perfect or getting the winner? I've gotten the winner.
No, I mean, like, how far have you gone with your bracket before it's totally just,
I
collapses?
made it to the Sweet 16.
Okay.
So I felt pretty good about that. I made it to the Sweet 16,
Sure.
And then after that, it all started to collapse.
Okay.
It all started to collapse.
Well,
Yeah.
This is the I'd Have a Beer bracket 2024. It's going to be perfect.
It's going to be perfect. There's no other way to go about it. It's going to be perfect. Manny, I'll let you start with the first two, and then if I feel like
let's do this together. Let's walk through this together.
All right.
I need Bugatti bets here to fill me in. I mean, my men's college basketball knowledge here is superior, but I could use an extra set of eyes and another mind here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a nice little slug of beer here.
I gotta get my energy juice, my thinking juice in here. All right, our first matchup is the UConn Stenson. Word on the street, UConn is going to win it again back to back.
That's what the word on the street is?
That's what I think, and I'm not going to go against those dogs.
Okay, so it sounds like we're in favor of UConn here versus the 16 seed Stenson.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always think about it, too. If you're the 16 seed, what is the pep talk you're giving your team in that?
That's
in the locker
easy,
room?
Mike. That's easy, Mike.
Oh.
We have what do they say about a hungry dog? What do they say about a hungry dog?
We have nothing to lose but to ruin someone's day. And that's what they're going to do.
Stenson. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying in those locker room right now. The hungry dogs. But after all said and done, I think UConn still
UConn's going to win this one. No problem.
All right, so we're going UConn out the gate versus Stenson. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I agree. I like that. Okay, moving on here.
Okay, next one, FAU Northwestern. Listen, FAU went all the way to the Final Four last year. They were the underdogs, taking down big teams. Couldn't believe it myself. They beat they lost to San Diego State. And that's what brought them out. So does FAU come back and beat Northwestern? These 8-9 seeds, they always keep me juggling.
We've done one so far, and I'm already like, it's a toss up. It's a toss up here. I don't know.
Could go either way.
Oh God, March Madness. Here we go.
This is March Madness for you.
FAU Northwestern 8-9 seed. What do we got? What are you feeling?
I gotta go FAU after seeing how well they did last year. I think it's still in their blood. They want revenge to get back to that Final Four, to the finals. How do we feel about this?
Yeah, they had a taste. They got a taste of it
Hey.
last year. Now they're back.
Yeah.
I like it. You sold to me. FAU.
All right.
Bang.
All right.
San Diego State, UAB. 5 seed, 12 seed. What do we got? What are we feeling?
UAB's got a sick mascot. They have a dragon. Okay.
Anytime
I see them, it gets me lit up. I know they're a 12 seed, and I know San Diego State's good because they went to the Final Four last year.
Right.
I was pumped just to see UAB on there. I don't know. Like, where's the upset happen? Is it there? I don't think so.
Question for you. Just jog my memory for you. I'm having one of those brain farts. What does UAB stand for?
What do you mean?
What school is that?
What do you mean? What does UAB stand for?
What is it? Yeah, as I hear him typing into his iPad. Yeah.
Is it not University at Albany? It's not.
No.
It's not.
Albany. Why would it have an
University-
A and B?
Albany. University.
Albany is one word. Albany is one word.
University of Alabama. It's University of Alabama. So you know the
Okay.
Alabama Dragons?
Of course. Now I remember. Yep. Really good team here. Snuck in 12th seed versus San Diego State. Here we go. Question for you, Mike. Now that you got the iPad out. How did San Diego State finish last year?
Looking.
Yep.
They
all
went
right.
to the championship, baby. They went to the championship, just like I said, but they lost.
So they
real
lost
bad,
to. So they played UConn in the championship.
Yeah, they went to the championship and they lost. Okay, in the Final Four, they played FAU and they won by 1 point. By 1 point. I remember this game. And then they go to the championship and play UConn and lose by like 18.
Oh, so they went to the finals. UConn.
They went to the finals and they lost.
So I gotta go based on that. I'm gonna go San Diego State, right?
Yeah.
Versus UAB Lizards or Dragons, whatever they were.
The Lizards, yeah. But past the Lizards. Absolutely.
All right, so we go in San Diego State here.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good pick.
San Diego State, 5 seed, beating UAB, which is the 12 seed. All right, San Diego State moving on. Auburn, Yale. We were talking about Ivy League. I know Yale is Ivy League.
There's no way. I just don't see a Yale team that's... First off.
What do you got?
I tell my mom and dad, like, I got into Yale. Congratulations.
That's
What'd you
awesome.
go to
I'm happy for you, Mike.
For basketball. How good do you have to be on the Yale basketball team to get a scholarship to go to Yale for basketball?
Correct me if I'm wrong, and you could give it to me in the comment section below, everybody. But I personally think if you're going to Yale, you're not going to Yale to be a basketball star.
An athlete.
I don't believe so. Could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I don't believe so. I don't know. All right.
Next matchup here. BYU versus Duquesne. Duquesne. Just because I don't want to say their name anymore for the rest of March Madness, BYU wins that matchup.
Oh, okay. No debate. Boom. BYU.
No
moving
debate,
on.
just like that.
6 seed BYU beating the 11 seed Duquesne.
They're not winning.
I'm sure we're not saying that right. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure we're not saying that right.
All right.
Moving along.
Here's a good matchup. Here is a classic. I'm gonna ruin your bracket because you didn't pick me. Illinois 3 seed versus 14 seed Morehead State. Oh my God. Breaking news on I'd Have a Beer podcast. Scott Hansen does host Red Zone style show for Paris Olympics. Are you kidding me? This is 9 hours of uninterrupted Paris Olympic highlights with Scott Hansen. I'm in.
Wow.
I'm all in.
All right. So back to college basketball. Thanks for the breaking news.
Sorry about that. That came out of nowhere. But I've been trying to keep up over here.
Okay. So you're saying something about Illinois and Morehead State. I bought my car from Morehead Honda. Shout out Morehead Honda out there.
Hey,
so
if that's not a sign, I don't know.
Might be kind of biased right there.
Might be. This is one of those games where the 14 seed, they're lucky to be there.
Mike, could Morehead State be our
sexual innuendo breaker of bracket game?
Can it be our what was it? Was it St. Peter's?
Are you referring to the Oral Roberts?
Or
the
Oral
Fairleigh
Roberts?
Dickerson?
Or whatever. Yeah. Could Morehead State be our team this year?
There's been a trend that has gone on in the past 3 years of March Madness. And I'm going to give it to you. You fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, that's a trend. And I'm going to bet on it. And we're going to win. Okay? 2021, let me bring you there. Oral Roberts comes in and takes down Ohio State. And everyone couldn't stop saying the words Oral Roberts. And people said, that's a school, Oral Roberts? And now you can never forget that college. 2022, St. Pete's takes down Kentucky in the first round, and people's brackets are obliterated. 2023, Fairleigh Dickerson takes down the number 1 seed Purdue way too early in everyone's bracket. And just like that, the brackets went from a staggering 100% to perfect to 0.02% perfect. In 2024, you're telling me is Morehead our team to bust brackets early on and take down Illinois? I like that.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Yep.
A
I'm clicking the button.
seed on a 3. Click the button. Click the button. Okay.
Morehead State.
That's
baby.
Come on. Oral Roberts, St. Peter's, Fairleigh Dickerson, Morehead. This is the team. I don't see any other team. This is the team.
Morehead State, number 14 seed, beating, eliminating, destroying 3rd seed Illinois in the first round. All right. That's it.
I love it.
I'd Have a Beer podcast is telling you it's Morehead State this year, guys.
I'd have a beer to that one. I'd have a beer to that one.
Yeah, I'd have a beer to that.
Mm-hmm. Next, we got Washington State versus Drake. That's a toss-up. Anytime it becomes between those 7 and 10 seeds, I'm already out because I don't know who takes those games. I never know.
I got it. This is how we're going to determine it. Where is Drake University? Drake State is
in
Drake
Des
University.
Moines, Iowa.
Okay, so Iowa and Washington, we're talking about
State.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm talking about the locations here. So
Iowa
and Washington.
Yeah.
Where would you rather live?
I'm going to go with Washington, not Iowa.
Okay. So Washington State takes down number 10, Drake, because we don't want to live in Iowa.
Honestly, that's foolproof logic. I
can't
see any holes in that at all. Yeah.
No. Speaking of Iowa, at the number 2 seed, we have Iowa State versus number 15, South Dakota State. It's a battle of the states.
This is it. I think Iowa's a better state than South Dakota. What do they got? Mount Rushmore?
I'm glad we knocked out Drake because we couldn't have 2 teams from Iowa in here. Okay.
Right. It just makes sense. You can only have one.
Okay, so we got Iowa State, 2-15, South Dakota State.
This is an easy decision for me. Yeah. I like Iowa State. Colors there, red and maroon, similar to my high school. So I'm sold on that one.
Okay. All right.
2 seed. What's better than 2 seed?
I don't hate it too. Iowa State. Get Iowa in there. We just knocked out another Iowa school. Get Iowa State in there. Okay. Boom.
Now we're
number 1, Carolina. Number 16, Wagner.
This is Wagner's first time in the NCAA tournament. They're a private school. Okay? They just won last night to get entered into the NCAA. Another thing for you, Wagner only has 7 healthy players for this upcoming game against UNC. Let me help you there. You can only put 5 people on the court, and you got 2 subs. Okay? Wagner over UNC is plus 2,500. I love Wagner in this matchup. I think that these 7 players are going to play their heart out. And you're probably wondering, even if they do win, are they going to go all the way? Probably not. But if they do, if they do, $100 on Wagner pays you $500,000 on Wagner to win it all. That being said, Wagner,
yeah, I was gonna say,
as the 16 seed, they are not gonna beat the UNC Tar Heels. The NC's number one for a reason. I think Wagner's just happy to be there.
Tall task right away.
Yeah.
But we got Carolina. Number 8, Mississippi State versus number 9, Michigan State. And I'm going to do this quick and easy because for my man Nick out there that bleeds blue, Michigan, we're eliminating Michigan State out of this bracket right away.
Yeah,
we're going Mississippi State. Boom.
Get them out.
No debate. On to the next thing. Number 5, St. Mary's versus number 12, Grand Canyon. Is Grand Canyon one of those schools where you see all those commercials online where you can get you can finish your degree online? It's like Grand Canyon University. It's like, where'd you get your degree?
Welcome to DeVry University, where I've become a lawyer. Yeah.
Did you know you could play basketball at Grand Canyon University as well?
And they're just playing 2K on there.
Online.
And that's how they, yeah. I personally know GCU because I just played on a soccer field near GCU. I pull up, and this overweight chump comes out of the little box in between the middle of the row, and he goes, "Are you GCU students?" I go, "No, I'm not, but I just want to play on that field over there. I'll even let you hold on to my ID to let you know that I'm coming back, so you know that I'm just playing soccer."
All right.
He goes, "Sorry, this is for GCU students only." GCU didn't let me play on their soccer field, and for that reason, St. Mary's is going to win this matchup. GCU, you're the worst college in this bracket. Wagner would beat you.
Yeah, we were going to DeVry anyway to finish our degrees online. So, yep. Number 4, Alabama. Next. 13, Charleston.
I feel like Alabama, right? That's an easy one.
In the little research that I did do on this tournament this year, a lot of people have Alabama in the Final Four.
You know what? Now I'm looking at my notes down here. I have. You might see this here. I have Charleston, and if you see Alabama, I have them overrated.
I feel like I gotta stretch this. We don't want to knock ourselves out yet. I gotta go Alabama. Yeah. I just feel like Alabama here gotta take care of business in the first round. Got it.
I get that. I do. Clemson or New Mexico. I think Clemson just is a better team over New Mexico, and I don't think a lot of basketball goes on around New Mexico. This is what I think.
Can you look something up for me?
Yeah.
How far did New Mexico make it into the tournament last year?
Sure.
Let's check that out.
They were not.
Kind of makes my decision a little bit easier.
Let me tell you who was in there last year. Clemson.
All right. Clemson will be taking down the 11 seed New Mexico. Clemson.
Easy decision.
Moving along. I like the color orange better, too, than I don't even know. I see a little red in New Mexico. It's not bad, not shabby.
All
right. There's another scratcher here. We got a 3-seed Baylor versus Colgate 14.
I don't know why, but anytime I think of March Madness, I think Baylor, and I think that they're just a great team every year.
I think they won it like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, something like that.
That could be true. But anytime I think of Baylor, I'm like, they're automatically going in like Sweet 16.
All right.
Playing basketball.
Baylor. Bang.
We got Dayton versus Nevada. I like Nevada over Dayton. Nevada's got a nice mascot there. Dayton, Ohio. I don't give a shit. I don't care about them. What's in Ohio? What teams ever come from Ohio? What players have ever come from Ohio? I haven't heard of one good basketball player from Ohio.
LeBron didn't come from Ohio.
Never heard of him.
Joe Burrow doesn't play in Ohio. The Kelsey brothers are definitely not from Ohio.
Never heard of these guys.
The Paul brothers are definitely not from Ohio. Ohio sucks.
Ohio blows.
Okay.
No, I guess Dayton's probably better, huh?
Well, how about this? This will be the icebreaker here. Look this up. Ooh, out of Dayton and Nevada, which one has the better guy-to-girl ratio in favor of girls?
Dayton University, 52% male.
Oof.
Okay. Nevada University, 47% male. Nevada.
Oh,
Nevada.
We like Nevada. I like that
Big
stat right
Nevada.
there.
Kind of
Bang,
makes sense.
big.
Kind of makes sense. Okay.
Not surprised.
Here's what I got for you. This is an easy one for me because this has my winner in it. Okay.
Oh,
This is the team that I think is going all the way. All right. We got the number 2 seed versus Arizona versus the number 15 seed Long Beach State. Easy decision. Long Beach State is going the distance. They're going to win. No, Arizona.
wait a
Arizona
minute.
is a homecoming team. What better way than to win the championship in your home state? Think about how electric it would be to see Arizona win it all in Arizona.
That's a good point. I didn't even. I
Yes.
totally forgot. Yeah, the finals are in Phoenix. That's right.
Absolutely. UConn versus FAU, San Diego State versus Auburn, BYU versus Morehead State, and Washington State versus Iowa. In the West, we got NC versus Mississippi State, St. Mary's versus Alabama, Clemson versus Baylor, and Nevada versus Arizona. I feel like that's a good. We did good on that. I'm happy.
I think
with
we're
those
undefeated.
choices.
We're undefeated so far.
I think we're undefeated.
This is perfect. We're on the road
Absolutely.
to $1 billion. UConn, number 1 seed, taking on number 8 FAU.
This is for me a toss up here.
Let me give you my 2 cents here, and then you tell me how you feel about this. You watch First Take It All?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know the lovely woman in the middle that kind of basically keeps everybody on track and runs the show?
Yes.
Molly. Big UConn fan. And she made a bet with Stephen A. Smith last year that if UConn won it all, Stephen A. would have her buy her a pair of very expensive designer shoes. Okay. She ended up getting those shoes, obviously, because UConn won it all. They made another bet this year, and I would like to see her go back to back with taking something
from Stephen
A. Smith. So I would love to see UConn keep going here.
I do. I
also gave you no fact on how UConn basketball is.
This has nothing to do with the players. And if you guys think that's how March Madness goes, you're idiots.
Crazy, guys. You guys got to look beyond all that. You got to
read between the lines.
Yes, guys. Come on now. All right, UConn advancing, beating FAU. San Diego State, Auburn, 5 versus 4. How do you feel about this?
Listen, sometimes when it comes down to it, the better teams just win because they're just the better teams. And there's no science. There's no, it's March Madness. Anything can happen. They got this player on this team. Sometimes San Diego State is just going to lose because they're a lesser team than Auburn in the rankings for a reason. Auburn.
All right. Now.
I think San Diego State goes a hell of a lot sooner out of this bracket than they did last year. They went to the championship last year. They didn't deserve to be there. They lost by so much. It was crazy.
We get to our dream team, our miracle team, the miracle on the hardwood. It's BYU 6 seed versus number 14, Morehead State. Can they do it again?
Listen. I love Cinderella stories in March Madness. Okay,
who doesn't?
I would love to have seen Wagner beat UNC and they go all the way, and some kid who put $100 on them to win $500,000. Maybe I'm that kid. I would love to see that happen. I would love to see Morehead State take down BYU. It doesn't even compute in my head that BYU wins the national championship. The bracket would look incorrect if BYU was there, and I would think there's some computing error.
Even though they're a 6 seed in this?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah,
I hear you on that.
I didn't want to derail the train there because I love the energy and I'm loving Morehead State right now at a number 14.
I do. I
You know
really
what?
do.
This show is about excitement. And what would excite us more? A 6 seed BYU moving on or a 14 seed Morehead State going to the Sweet 16? Mike, I think that's it. I think that's your answer right there.
Morehead State goes to Sweet 16.
One more week.
Just one more game. One more game. I think that's what they say to each other in the locker room. I think they say, "Why not us?
Why not us?
One more game."
That's it. I can see them already going to the Sweet 16 with T-shirts made. Why not us? One more. Do we make NCAA 2024 Men's Final Four Phoenix champion Morehead State shirts?
If you could fit that all on the front, yeah.
I'll have to play around with the font. All right.
Washington State versus Iowa State. Honestly, it really just comes down to what's the better state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the better state here?
We went through this. We went through this again. It is Washington State.
Washington State. That's an easy one. We already did the math. UNC North Carolina versus Mississippi State. We only picked Mississippi State because they're playing Michigan State. Mm-hmm. Michigan State can't do sports. They're not allowed to.
Not allowed.
So North Carolina, they win this again. This is an easy walkthrough for them in the first two games. I believe that.
All right, we got number 5, St. Mary's versus number 4, Alabama.
This is a tough matchup, huh?
Yeah, we got a 5 and 4. You had in your notes, right? You had in your notes, Alabama overrated.
I do have them overrated. Yeah, I do. I do.
You see where my cursor is?
I see that.
Are we feeling good about that?
I feel good about that.
Boom! St. Mary's beats Alabama.
Manny,
we got Clemson 6 versus Baylor 3.
Tough. Who do you got for me? Who's
I'm looking at the matchup underneath here, and I'm trying to see what would people want to see? Would they want to see Clemson, Nevada, or would they want to see Baylor, Nevada, Arizona, Clemson, Arizona, Baylor? What I'm trying to see here.
They're going to see Arizona versus somebody. That's
you think so? Okay.
I think Arizona goes very far in this. All right,
so let's knock that one out. We'll knock out Arizona beats Nevada. The 2 seed Arizona beats the 10 seed Nevada. Bang. Okay. Who is meeting Arizona in the Sweet 16? Clemson or Baylor? You said to me before, you feel like Baylor's always around in these things. You think of basketball, Baylor. You think of, I think Clemson. I think of football. I think of football, Clemson football school.
You can't be good at every sport.
No.
You just can't. It's like a restaurant that tries to do all the food. You just can't. You can't do all the food.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
You're not a pizza in a sandwich shop. You
can't ask for tacos at an Italian joint.
Just doesn't happen.
It's not. They're not going to get it. Yeah.
And that's why Clemson does football.
And what are we doing here?
Basketball.
Baylor. Boom.
Baylor. Easy decision.
Right.
Baylor rhymes with basketball too. That's the thing.
Yeah, got it. Easy.
That's it.
So there's got to be some science behind that. All right.
UConn versus Auburn in the Elite 8. Everyone in the mamas want UConn going all the way here. But nothing. UConn comes through again and throws some dominance. I think they go far in this bracket.
All right, so number 1 seed UConn beats the 4th seed Auburn. All right, I don't hate it. This is a tough one for us.
I don't want them to go down. I don't want to see. They don't deserve to lose ever in my book. They don't deserve to lose ever. Morehead State versus Washington State.
It's a
the
14
fact that we even
seed.
have these two teams at this point in time.
It's a 14 seed, Morehead State 14 seed versus a 7th seed, Washington State.
This has to be one of maybe 2 brackets that has this same matchup. There's no way someone else chose this. And because of that being said, we have to continue down the path of there's no way that someone picked this because there's only one person that wins the $1 billion. Okay?
Oh.
There's only one bracket.
I'll split it with you.
I'll split it with you. There's only one bracket that takes you the distance. It's those people that go, did you put Morehead State or Washington State?
There's people out there that didn't even know Morehead State is in the tournament.
That's it. And we know that they're the sleeper agent that has been put in there to ruin everyone's bracket. Okay?
There are so many people that are going to click off this video, stop listening when I tell them we have in our number 1 UConn and number 14 Morehead State.
The fact that we had Morehead State beat Illinois from the jump, people are like, all right, let's fuck this place.
North
Oof.
Carolina 1, St. Mary's 5.
There has been no team past the left side of Texas that has ever won the NCAA Madness. Number 2. It's been a top 5 seed and higher that has won the past 15 years.
So based on
North
that
Carolina.
line, so number 1, North Carolina, we got beaten the 5th seed St. Mary's.
That's right.
Number 3, Baylor.
Yeah.
Versus number 2, Arizona.
I know. After what I just said, too, huh?
I know.
On the left side, I want Arizona to win so bad, too.
But Baylor's in Texas.
They are Waco, Texas. That's in Texas. I think Baylor takes down Arizona on this side.
Based on the line.
Yeah, they're too far over, and based on those stats, on that one specific stat that may hold no meaning on their actual stats of players, Baylor wins this game.
What do you want to call this? The east side? Yeah, on the east side of the bracket, have number 1, your UConn Huskies. No surprise there.
No surprise
there. The surprise, brace yourself, folks, is number 14, Morehead State. The west side. Number 1, North Carolina versus number 3, Baylor.
That makes sense.
Mike, I could see this. Morehead State.
I could see the Morehead State thing happen. I'm not lying to you. I could see them having a 3-game Cinderella story. They take down a big Illinois. They go on. They take down BYU. They go on. They take down Washington State. And here they are in front of the Guardian, in front of the gate, and said, you want to go where we were? You want to be in the finals where we belong? Us? You got to take down the champions the lie before you.
Yes, dethrone the champions, and you are playing in the finals. Oh, my God.
UConn, Morehead State. Listen, I love Morehead State here. I think they had an excellent ride. Absolutely. They need to bring down
all
the
expectations.
Titans.
Yeah.
You telling me right now, Manny, that they bring down the Titans? They bring down the champions, this 14-seed state.
They had a great run. They made it. They made it. What are we in? The Elite 8?
It's March 30th. Is the headline say Morehead State upstates reigning champ UConn Huskies? Or does the headline say, is 2-peat still on the table? What's the newspaper that's on the table?
Following trends in other sports that just happened. Kansas City Chiefs went back to back. Going UConn.
Makes sense.
Going UConn. Morehead State, though. Morehead State. Clap it up for Morehead State, man.
Look how far they've come.
Look at you guys.
How far they potentially have come. Okay.
I don't even know where Morehead State is, but now everybody does.
What would be the best state possible for Morehead State to be from?
I feel like there's so many schools in Florida, it could be hiding in Florida somewhere. I think so.
Kentucky.
Or California. Kentucky?
You picked Morehead State, Kentucky. Okay. And it used to be called Morehead Normal School. So,
no shot. No way.
Swear to God. It used to be called Morehead Normal School.
That's until they beefed up their basketball program and they were like, Morehead State, baby.
And for me, it's UNC versus UConn. This is why I pick North Carolina over Baylor, as much as I see Baylor as a premier team.
When is the last time there's been a Final Four where a 1 seed's playing a 1 seed?
2008 was the last time that all 4 top seeds reached the Final Four.
Yeah, that doesn't happen that often, is what I'm getting from what you're telling me here. On the east side, we got number 1, UConn versus number 1, North Carolina. Hey, Mike, what do we got here out of the South starting off?
We got Houston versus Longwood. Houston takes down the 16 seed, There's no doubt here for me.
All right.
Next on that list, Nebraska versus Texas A&M. These are football teams to me. This is what I think when I think about these teams. What about you?
I see Texas A&M. I think of Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football.
Money Manziel, baby.
Money Manziel. Nebraska, I think of, I think of football too. I do not think of basketball. However, I'm going Nebraska.
Talk to me. I like it. I like it.
You know why? You know why I'm going to Nebraska? Because look at the logo of Houston. It's got the big letters, U of H, Nebraska, big N. Okay?
Like that.
Feel like those two should fight it out.
Wisconsin versus James Madison. I know everyone and their mother's betting on James Madison. I've been hearing about their name for like the past 2 weeks, how they're going to take down Wisconsin. I think they sell hard. I think true power wins here. Wisconsin takes down James Madison.
Sticking with the theme of fat letters in their logo.
W.
Just a W. Boom.
Bang.
Okay. There's Duke, number 4, versus the 13 seed Vermont, known for their basketball. Yes. Okay, so we're going Duke then, it sounds like here.
I like Duke.
I mean, guys, keeping with the trend here, could be coincidence, could totally not be. Big letters. Big letters in the logo making it out so far.
That's
making it out.
How it goes.
Houston,
on the west side.
big UH, Nebraska, big N, Wisconsin, big W, Duke. Come on. Big D.
All right, we got Texas Tech at the 6th seed or NC State. Do you understand what I mean when I'm talking about big letters? T, baby, Texas Tech, they win.
Boom.
NC State, no chance. No chance.
Okay.
Easy.
So the 6th seed, Texas Tech, takes down the 11th seed in NC State. Keep it with the big letters in the logo.
It's the only way to go.
Number 3, Kentucky versus 14, Oakland. Keeping with the trend. Do we keep with the trend?
You like Oakland? I've never even heard of them before.
No. Kentucky, big UK.
Yeah, you got to go with UK. That's what I'm saying.
And take it away here, Mike. Explain the situation we are here with Florida.
And that's why we've already clicked Florida. I don't care who comes on the other side of that game. I don't care if it's Colorado or Boise State. It's Florida that wins this game. That's an easy lock. And we'll explain again when we get down to Purdue when they play either Montana State or who are they even playing? Grambling. Okay?
Yeah.
Purdue's moving on in that matchup as well. They haven't happened yet. We don't need to know it. Next, Marquette in Western Kentucky. Marquette's just always a good team. I think I had them going really far last year, and they upset me like the 2nd round, 3rd round.
You mentioned Purdue facing Montana State or whatever they are. Doesn't matter. Purdue moving out.
Purdue.
The 1st seed Purdue. Who are they playing? Are they playing Utah State at number 8 or TCU at number 9? Yeah, if they're anything like their football team they were 2 years ago, they did unfortunately beat Michigan and then got absolutely smoked in that national championship game. I think all hope has been lost at the University of Texas Christian University. I'm going Utah State.
Goodbye, TCU.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Gonzaga, number 5.
Versus McNeese. Okay? McNeese is my sleeper on this side of the chart. All right?
And we have arrived.
McNeese Cowboys. Look at that logo. They look like thieves. They look like they're going to come in and break people's hearts. Okay? I think they come in McNeese University out in Louisiana. I think they're going to break people's hearts down in Gonzaga. They're on the west side, okay, on the east side of the line. They follow the trends we're looking for. They got a big M. McNeese takes down those Gonzaga dogs. That's what I like about them.
Taking down Gonzaga. All right. Kansas, number 4 seed versus Stanford, your 13 seed.
It's Samford.
Oh,
not Stanford.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's Samford.
And they're Bulldogs. They're Bulldogs.
There can't be more than one Bulldog. It's Georgia Bulldogs. Samford, no shot. It's the Jayhawks from Kansas, the 4th seed, taking them down.
South Carolina 6
Carolina.
seed versus the Oregon 11 seed. Listen, I like Oregon Ducks. That's who they are, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I like the colors of their jerseys. They got that
They
cool
always have
looking
the
port.
freshest jerseys.
Yeah, they always do. I don't know who it is that's over there making the jerseys.
It's
they
the
look
Nike. The
fire.
Nike factory is in Oregon.
Oh, that's why. They're just straight up
Yeah.
making them on site
Mhm.
for them. I like that. I pick Oregon straight on looks. Don't care about South Carolina in the slightest.
Boom.
Oregon
Say
moves
less.
on. Ooh, Creighton versus Akron. All I
Creighton.
know is Creighton. That's
Creighton.
Warren Buffett's team.
And he's the one putting up the money, right? For anybody that has a
He's putting up that $1 billion bounty if
Billion.
you're smart enough.
The problem with this Creighton thing, and you're telling me this is Warren Buffett's team, and he is the he's the guy fronting the money for the perfect bracket. Does he want to give us? Is this a trap?
Oh, I see.
Is this
He
a
wants
trap
them to-
here?
He says he goes all the way. They lose first round. Everyone's bracket's ruined. Oh, okay. I see you now.
Is it possible to have two hungry dogs
Oof.
out of the first round?
That could be possible. It could be possible. And they meet in the final four over here, and they lead 8. They meet. That might be possible.
Who's your favorite basketball player from Ohio?
I
Who
know
is
his nickname is the Akron Hammer. I know that. I know that. Is that who you were referring to?
That's, of course, who I'm referring to. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I think it's easy that there's a hungry dog called Akron that takes down Creighton at number 3.
I love that. Honestly, it makes sense because if you got a big letter in your
Right?
logo,
Look at this,
then
guys.
you're winning. Then
Look
you're
at
winning.
this. I mean, it stays true. It does stays true. Okay.
Stays true.
Moving on. 7 seed Texas Longhorns versus Colorado State at the 10 seed.
I have no idea about either of these two teams. In the entire bracket, this section of games, I'm lost completely. I think Texas Longhorns, don't you do football only? Texas wins that matchup. In a fever dream, Colorado State wins this one.
Oh, my God.
Hands down. Are you kidding me? They got the Rams as their logo. Yeah, that looks sick.
And what do they do? It's horns down.
Horns down. Okay?
Horns down.
Horns down. Colorado
Texas.
State wins this one.
Boom. All right, finishing up here in the first round, you got Tennessee at the 2 seed. And there they are. St. Peter's back in it again at the 15.
All I know is in 2022, St. Peter's took down Kentucky. Okay? And here we are now at a familiar 2 seed. 2 years later, they're back, baby. They're back. They snuck into the 15 seed, and they're playing Tennessee. Does St. Peter's have it in them again, Manny? Or is this just another game on the road for Tennessee? Tough.
Do you have a coin that we can flip?
I have next to me this lid with a nipple on one side and no nipple on the other side.
That'll work.
Who do you want to have the nipple?
I'll give Tennessee the nipple because it resembles a T more than no nipple. Yep.
Can't spell titty without nipple. Here we go. I'm going to flip this onto the floor like this. Look at, here we go. Live. This is happening. I don't want to tell you there's no nipple on top of that right now. No nipple. Sending over the proof. I'm not moving from the screen. Not standing from the screen.
Take a picture. Don't pick it up. Take a picture and then show the camera.
No nipple.
Ladies and gentlemen, heading back deep into the tournament. St. Peter's, baby.
No
nipple.
They're
no
here.
Nipple.
No nipple. St. Peter's is here to play.
St. Peter's, if this video gets to anybody on the St. Peter's team, staff, anybody, you guys need shirts. No nip, St. Peter's, baby. All right, now. Heading back up top.
Second round. We got, oh, wow, this is a great matchup. Houston versus Nebraska. This is great. University of Houston, Nebraska University, big letters all the way around.
Yeah.
Who's winning this matchup?
You said you liked Houston, right? You had Houston.
I like Houston so much. I think they continue on here. I think this is another walk in the park for them. Goodbye, Nebraska. Thanks for showing up. Houston takes over.
We got number 5, Wisconsin versus 4, Duke.
You can't get 4 and 5.
This is it. Both big W's, big D's in the logo. You know,
What do you do here?
I got to go back to old reliable.
Okay,
What's the guy to girl ratio at Wisconsin? And then what is the guy to girl ratio at Duke? We need to figure this out. I have a feeling Duke's going to have a better guy to girl ratio in favor of women. Here we are.
Wisconsin male to female ratio 98.8 males per 100 women.
Okay, so don't even bother looking up Duke's because it's going to be better than that.
No way. Well, hold on. Maybe Duke is 9.99.
No way. No way.
Nah, it's 47 to 53% female.
98% men in Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, go to Duke. Go there. Go to Duke. Go anywhere else. Shout out SUNY Oswego. In New York, it was better than that.
Duke wins. Landslide.
Boom. Duke's moving on. All right. Texas Tech, number 6 versus Kentucky at 3. How are we feeling about
wins this game.
All right. Easy. Texas Tech sucks.
Yeah. Marquette takes down Florida. Number 2 is better than number 7. I know numbers. Florida basically, they barely even won that first game between Boise and
or Colorado. Yeah, no worries.
Colorado.
Yeah, so we're scratching all that, and based on math, and we're good at math, 2's better than 7 in this. So, yeah, Marquette.
Easy.
Purdue, number 1. There's your number 1.
There it is.
Utah State at number 8.
I hate Purdue. I hate the Boilermakers. I think that's a gross name for a mascot.
Dumb.
But I just got 1 seed has to go somewhere around here, you know? Like the number is not there for shits and gigs. So for that reason, I have to have them win against Utah State here.
All right, I'm not even gonna argue it. All right, I like that. Number 1, moving on. Mixed science.
And here's my team. Here's my team. The sneaky little Cowboys versus them Jayhawks. I really like these McNeese Cowboys now. I really do. They are something.
I like how your accent changed a little bit.
Yeah, I'm part of them. I'm part of them now. I'm going to watch every McNeese game right after Morehead State every night. So McNeese moves on past these Jayhawks, not even a real bird, going to take on Purdue.
Oregon.
What do we got?
11. Akron, 14. It was the little engine that could. Akron moving out of the first round at beating down Creighton, the 3rd seed. Now we're looking at an 11 seed at Oregon. We talked a lot about how we love the jerseys, Oregon. The court is sick.
Yeah.
Can't tell you what Akron's court looks like. And for that reason, I'm going Oregon.
That makes sense. And I don't even think they have a court. No worries. Okay,
Colorado State.
Here, Colorado State versus St. Peter's. Manny, who do you want?
Wow.
Who do you want here?
We got to go back to the nipple.
Here we go. Flipping it live. Let's see.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. St. Pete's does not get the nip.
St. Pete's does not get the nip?
Because they beat Tennessee with no nip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they don't. They got to move. They don't get the nip. So
I'm
no
just
nip.
Turning the camera and shooting.
No nip. No St. Pete's moves.
Nip.
St. Pete's moves on again.
That's crazy. That is a separate photo. I want you to know that. That's not the same photo. That's 2 times no nip. I got to go pick that up. We decide our bracket between flipping and a lid.
I mean, who's got it better than us?
Nobody.
Speaking of nobody, Houston and Duke.
Houston versus Duke here. Oh, wow. This is a great matchup, huh? Duke is trying to say that they're still the best, even though they don't have that devil coach who brought them all their victories.
Coach K is no longer there.
Coach K is no longer there, yeah.
As much as Duke would probably love to get into that Final Four and potentially square off against a rival, North Carolina, I don't think this is not a Disney movie.
It's not. It's just not how that goes. Houston moves on.
Houston moves on. Yes. All right.
Kentucky versus Marquette. I like this one a lot. The 3 and the 2 seed. I like Marquette. They failed last year, and Kentucky's here to play now, and they've beaten
Kentucky's
a
back.
14. They've beaten a 14 Oakland. They've taken down a Texas Tech, and I think they take down this Marquette and let them get as far as they can. Kentucky goes on to take on Houston.
And here we go. I'll let you take the lead on this one.
Oh my, bye, Purdue. They go down once again in flames. Early exit last year and a quick little from the McNeese Cowboys.
Boom.
They slice up your uniforms and they march on into the Elite Eight. McNeese
the 12th
is the sleeper
seed
team.
Taking down the number 1 seed, Purdue.
Loving
Boom.
it. Loving it.
All right. And here
Oregon.
we go. We got to go back. All right. So it's no nip for St. Pete's and they move on. Flip it.
No
Mike.
nip for St. Pete's. Here we go. This is it. Here we go. No need for St. Pete. What's going to happen? Let's see.
Can you get a photo of that?
I'm getting a photo of it.
Zoom in. Get that
no
photo.
No way.
Show me it. No way.
Nipple.
Oh, no.
It's it.
The train stops for St. Peter's.
The train stop. You would think they get more of a chance with the nipple on top because it's heavier, and they've won twice in a row.
So that's why, we're not rigging this.
We're not rigging this. We're just giving you stats and facts on each team that we know based on our superior knowledge of.
We got the 1 seed Houston still moving versus Kentucky, the 3 seed.
I love this matchup. I think we will see this game happen. I think we've got this portion of the chart correctly picked.
Just like the other portions, yeah.
Just like every other portion, but I think this one has more nuances to it and some stats. And it also follows the trend of big letters, which is the only reason March Madness basketball happens.
For sure. That's facts.
They both are on the right side of the line. They're both top 4 seeds.
True.
I think Kentucky takes down Houston.
Okay.
In this matchup. Kentucky moves on. It's been a while since we've seen their name. 3 seed moves to the Final Four. Kentucky moves on.
Mike, what do you think?
Wow. We have a 12 seed McNeese versus an 11 seed Oregon.
One game away from the Final Four.
This would be crazy, okay? On the left side, we have 2 1 seeds. On the right side, we have a 3 seed, an 11 and or 12 seed. This is March Madness.
March Madness.
The only way to make this fair, refer to the nipple. That's who goes to this Final Four here.
Bring out the nipple. Who's getting the nipple here?
Bring out McNeese.
McNeese is getting the nipple? All right. Bring out the nipple.
McNeese gets the nipple. Here we are.
Right. Here we are.
Their chances at the Final Four rest on this flip of this
right here
wood top. Flipped. And
the anticipation. We're waiting.
Nipple.
McNeese is heading to the 2024 March Madness Final Four. Look at this bracket right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this bracket right here.
This is electric.
My God. On the left side, we have number 1 UConn versus number 1 North Carolina. On the right side, we have number 3 Kentucky. Not bad. Versus the 12th seed, McNeese.
Wow. When's the last time a 12 seed's gone on the Final Four? We're going to tell you right now. It's this year.
Look up how long McNeese has been a university. It's just 0 times.
As of 2022, the 11 is the highest seed that has ever made it.
But 2024, what does it say under 2024? McNeese.
It says McNeese shocks the world and goes to the Final Four against Kentucky.
Wow.
That's crazy. Just 2 number 12 seeds have advanced as the Elite 8. the Tigers
Wow.
in 2002, and Oregon in 2021.
Well, we see it differently for 2024. UConn looking to they're going to make history, potentially, going back to back. They're in the Final Fours versus North Carolina, which is also a 1 seed here. I want UConn to make history and go back to back. When's the last time somebody's gone back to back?
Duke did it. Florida did it in 2006 and 2007. Only 2 teams, Duke in 91 and 92, and Florida in 26 and 27.
And to join them in 2024 is your UConn Huskies. Boom.
Wow. Kentucky versus McNeese, the Cowboys of Kentucky in McNeese in Louisiana. Ride off into the sunset as their journey ends, and Kentucky moves on to the championship game and plays UConn in the State Farm Stadium. And what do we have for the championship game, Manny? Tell us who's winning it. Who is our champion, and what is the score?
I want UConn to make history and go back to back.
Yeah.
But I'm going to need, it's going to come down to this. I want them to do that. But if this stat confirms that, then this is the bracket. We have picked the winner. This is it. I need you to look up what the girl to guy ratio is at UConn versus the girl to guy ratio in Kentucky.
Girl to guy ratio at UConn, 53% female.
All right, a little more than half. And here we go.
Girl to guy ratio at Kentucky, 58% female.
Your winner in the 2024 NCAA Men's Championship are the Kentucky. What are they? What are they? What are they? The blue team. What did I tell you, dude? My March Madness brain is huge.
What are they? They're the Wildcats.
The Wildcats are your champions, baby. You better lock that in. Call the bank, because that's hitting, son. Wow.
You better lock that in. You better lock that in. You're winners of the University of Kentucky. What are they?
Wildcats. And
oh, shit.
What color is my shirt?
Wildcat blue.
Wow, baby.
Wildcat blue. It's like you knew all along. It's like you knew all along.
It's like I knew all along. Warren Buffett, you can wire the money to me now or later, whatever you want, but I will be collecting. Call the bank. This is the bracket, ladies and gentlemen. We have it here. Mike, give me the score. You give me the score. I have no idea.
Kentucky's winning this game. The Wildcats take down the Huskies. If you didn't know their mascots, there you go.
There you go.
Kentucky wins this game. It's not going to be as crazy score that you thought it was going to be, that it normally is. People think it's getting out of hand. It's not going to get out of hand. They both got good defense. This is going to be University of Kentucky with 82 points and UConn with 77 points. Okay, this is not a buzzer beater game. They lose by 5 points.
Boom! There they are.
Congratulations. You've chosen Kentucky to win it all this year. Yes, we have. Kentucky is our champion. Go Wildcats.
Go blue team.
Go blue team.
Go blue team.
Go blue team.
There you go. I mean, guys, lock that in. I don't know. We took you through the stats on why we think the teams are going to make it as far as they're going to make it in the upsets. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is, logical, right?
Respect the nipple, and you'll understand who wins March Madness this year.
And the girl-to-guy ratio thing, that's important. That's important.
They when they win, do they want to go celebrate with more men or more women? It's obvious.
Like, is there anything else you want to say here tonight on this episode?
Absolutely. We've been drinking on beer, and you're probably wondering, why are we drinking just a Bud Light? Why are we drinking just a Stella? Well, it's not just March Madness that's happening this March. We got the I'd Have a beer bracket, where you, the fan, gets to pick what beer moves on to the next round. We'll start it at the Sweet 16 of the March Madness time, give you some time to see what we got going on. Follow us on social media to see the bracket. Vote for your favorite
It'll be
beer.
up.
Have it move on, and let it be crowned the beer of all beers. Okay? So stay tuned for March Madness, and stay tuned for Beer Madness. We're only with I'd Have a Beer.
I'd have a beer.